Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog, and it looked like you got to make your next move your best move. It means JV is the head coach. The Brooklyn Nets, they settled the score. They seen the back-to-back wins. They got confidence in JV. He been with us through the storm, seen the Brooklyn Nets players and coaching staff come and go. He's seen it all. He's the last man standing. He is the if anybody could lead this ship, if anybody could get us right, it is somebody that's been here the entire time, watching the peaks and valleys, watching the ups and downs, watching, seeing it all. Yes, it is JV. Thank you, Brooklyn Nets. Appreciate that. I really do. I really do. This is a good look for the Brooklyn Nets, and it's only going to get better. Jacques Vaughn, if you don't know, the official statement goes, shout out to Talking Nets. I read it from there. The Brooklyn Nets have named Jacques Vaughn as head coach. Jacques' basketball acumen, competitiveness, and its intimate knowledge of our team and organization make him the clear-cut best person to lead our group moving forward. Huh? Says Sean Marks. What are we talking about? I told y'all. He is the one who's seen it all unfold and see the everything how it played out. And again, they said his intimate knowledge. Like, come on, man. This is our guy. JV is our guy. He has a proven ability to get the best out of our players, hold them accountable, and play a cohesive team first style of basketball. I love it. Yo, this is what I'm talking about. Yo, this is what it. Yo, listen, I'm so excited for the Brooklyn Nets, and any team we face, and got to know that this is going to be a new era of Brooklyn Nets. This is the new look Brooklyn Nets with Jacques Vaughn as a head coach. This addition to our coaching staff makes a lot of sense, and I believe that he can contribute to us winning. I seen him shaking things up in the first few games, but I think it'll go good. It'll pan out. We had some good looks, and Seth Curry just wasn't hot. I think he did well as a coach in his who he let play when he subbed him. And I'm interested to see tonight's game. This is gonna be huge. Yo, Jacques Vaughn is the head coach. Yo, it say Vaughn was named acting head coach on November 1st and has led the team to a 2-2 record in 4 games. Vaughn, who I was saying that Vaughn, who was in the 7th season as assistant coach with the Nets, also served as the team's head coach for a 10-game regular season stint during the 2019-20 season. He compiled the 7-3 season record and guided the Nets through their first round playoff series against the Toronto Raptors. He previously spent 2+ seasons, 2012 through 2015, as head coach of the Orlando Magic and a pro scout for 1 season, 2015 and 2016, and assistant coach for 2 seasons, 2010 with the San Antonio Spurs. He's well rounded when it comes to experience. He has a plethora of experience, as you can see, as an assistant and being around the league active right after a player. He never left the NBA. When you look at what he was as a player and then his career was as a coach, there was no space for him to lag off. He continued working from player to head coach, so he was always respected for his basketball knowledge. And now he's a coach that he deserves this chance. And I think he's done well with his start of 2-2. I think we see more of that. I think we win tonight. This is good news for the Brooklyn Nets. We play at home, and I'm excited. I'm excited. I am enthusiastic to see who wins this game. And again, I like Jacques Vaughn. I like the fact that he calls timeouts when necessary. He makes the right substitutions. He keeps players warm because he never lets them sit for too long. He does well with substitutions, and I've seen that immediate impact. How he impacts the rotation. I like it. Oh man, this is nice. This is nice, man. That's all I'm saying, man. That Jacque Vaughn is the man for the job. I'm glad that we all know it. And listen, it's a good look right now, yo. Word, word. It's a good look. Yeah. Yo, let's see if some Nets fans is in the building, man. Where my Nets fans at? This is huge news, man. This is huge. Facts. This is huge, yo. Oh man. What can I say? With 2 for 2, I feel like the offense that I seen, yeah, we got a lot of more of the same we seen with some of what we seen with Nash. But I think the difference in the offense was Joey's a little more active. We definitely have Royce O'Neal active. But he's been active. And Ed Sumner, his role as a point guard instead of a two guard. Cam Thomas in the rotation. Wasabi Watanabe. Yo, we're gonna miss him, man. I wonder how long he's gonna be out. I'm really ready to see him get back out there. Yeah, I'm trying to see what's up. Or I'm excited. I'm excited. And I think all Nets fans should be excited, man. Seriously. This is gonna be a good look for us. I'm trying to pull up the tweet. I wish I could. But yeah, man, Jacque Vaughn he's ready, man. He's definitely ready. But yeah, man, how was it gonna be? Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And also, did you hold on. Also, did you know that Jacque Vaughn, he's he was around one, 27th pick like Cam Thomas. Yo, man. This is a beautiful thing right now, man. I'm telling you. This is beautiful. Yo, I'm excited, man. Like what more could I say, man? Facts. Man. Shout out to Jacque Vaughn, man. You are now the Brooklyn Nets head coach. I knew you could do it. I want to be there tonight for your first win versus I want to be there tonight. I want to be there tonight, man. Me too. Right. I want to be there tonight. Yes, sir. Steve Nash, he got fired, son. You know, he got fired because he didn't know how to mix up the rotation, and we had a 2-6 record. So, you know, in basketball, it's about winning now, and we were less than 500 after 8 games. Ultimately, Jacque Vaughn might be a better fit as a head coach. but besides Steve Nash, for multiple reasons. He got more experience than Steve Nash. You know what I'm saying? He got more experience as an assistant coach. So he kind of got to see all of the do's and don'ts, all of the, he got to be right there. And, again, Marks respects his wisdom. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could pull that tweet up. That was a dope tweet. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, because I like how that was worded. That was nice. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, it's election day. Oh, and yes, it was election day.
Yes, election day for the president.
Hold on. Loud. Hold on.
I'm gonna go get something to eat.
All right, go ahead. All right. Where's that tweet? I'm gonna find it right now. Yeah, man. I want y'all to see that tweet, man. Jacque Vaughn, he deserved this, man. He really do. 7 years of experience, 7 years. That's pretty good to me. That's really impressive, man. I really feel like that. I really feel like, with his plethora of experience, he's the. Here you go. Brooklyn Nets named Jacque Vaughn head coach, man. Shout out to my guy, man. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy, man. Yeah, man. You doing your thing, Jacque Vaughn. We appreciate you, man. We do. You know what I'm saying? We do. Yeah, man. Shout out to my guy, man. There you go. Shout out to my guy, Jacque Vaughn, man. Yo, listen, man. Jacque Vaughn. I just wanted to give you your flowers. I just want to say, with the kind of loyalty you show the Brooklyn Nets, it only makes sense for you to get the opportunity with the Brooklyn Nets. We seen Ime in a situation where he took the opportunity somewhere else. And I want to say that I really feel like now we can start building the culture. With you as the head coach, now this is where we start building the culture. This is where I built this. Now I feel confident in us going forward. I do, because I really feel like coaching has a lot to do with with the with everything Sean Marks said. You know what I'm saying? And to add to that, just the locker room and off the floor too, just having these guys understand what it is to be teammates on and off the floor. And I think that's what you bring, and I think that's going to be extraordinarily good for the Brooklyn Nets. Like, seriously, I don't think that you are in a situation where you're gonna make any excuses. I think you do hold players accountable, and you're building a culture on how you communicate with the players you're coaching. And after this, your name, you're gonna be legendary, man. You know what I'm saying? This is You deserve this. Who would have thought? You know, you're the breeze that they feel, but they ain't know where it came from. It's just a breeze out there, like a breeze out of nowhere. Something. You know what I'm saying? They had no idea you will be this good, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of advocating for Ime to be the head coach to an extent, but right away I was rooting for you, bro. You know, I was rooting for you because I think nobody deserves to be a head coach more than you for the Brooklyn Nets. That's a fact. And yeah, you are appreciated, man. That's a fact. And yeah. Oh man, it's a beautiful thing right now. And I know that we gonna win games. I'm confident. So thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, shout out to Joseph. I don't know who this is, but it sounds like you want to come up, pull up and chat. We could do that. We could do that. I got you, my guy. Got you. I got you. I got you. But yeah, man, this is interesting, man. I'm really hyped right now. It's going good. It's going good. My guy Jacques Vaughn in the building, and he definitely gonna make a difference. Yeah, man. Nets fans, I want to see how many of us agree about this stuff. How many of us agree? I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Yo.
What's good? What's good, boy?
So man, you know me, I'm hyped right now. I'm glad nobody does. I don't think nobody deserve it more than JV, man. What's up? How you feel?
I don't know, bro. I see you hype about Jock Vaughn, and I'm not against Jock Vaughn, but
Mhm.
however, I don't think he gonna be the one to take us to the promised land. But that's just my opinion on it, bro. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Nah, I
Um,
hear you. I hear you.
like I said, I'm not mad at it, but I just don't think that if you're looking at it from a championship aspect, it just doesn't make sense to me. Now I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, bro. And
Mhm.
but the thing is, like Jacques Vaughn was here when Nash was running the fuckery.
Mhm.
He was in charge of the defense, and our defense was one of the fucking worst things about the team. So and now he's taken over. Now I get it. In this small sample size that he has taken over, the defense looks better. We look better. We
Right.
look more like a cohesive unit with less. So I'm willing to give it a chance. However, I'm not thrilled about it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So just to keep it a buck with you, we got to keep it a buck all day, every day. You know what I mean? I know you
Mhm.
excited about it, but I'm not too thrilled about it. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I'm not really knocking it either.
Right. Now I feel you. The reason why I'm excited about it because through all of the Nets peaks and valleys, he's seen the most, and everybody come and go, and he's kind of like the last man standing, for lack of better words. He became an assistant coach, and he's seen, all of this stuff happening, and for him to be the last person here and to be the head coach, I think he is best suited because he could identify and resonate with the front office and the players. You know what I'm saying? He could resonate. And he could resonate with the players and the front office, and
Okay,
that's
so
the
but
difference.
why you don't mean to cut you off, but why you think that Nash couldn't do that? You think he could? I mean, I get what you're saying. He been here a long time. He know the organization. Him and Marks are cool, but so was Nash and Marks was cool. So what's the difference?
The
Like,
difference is that right after Jacques Vaughn was a player in the NBA, he became the assistant coach under the Spurs organization, and he was coaching under. He was assistant coach for Coach Pop, and then he got to look as a head coach for Orlando Magic. So Jacques Vaughn, in my opinion, he's seen winning basketball from a head coach and a Coach Pop, and he's became a head coach, and his stats were underwhelming. He didn't have a good record. And I think that adds to my point about him having something to prove, getting this situation. And yeah, I think before he could have got to look somewhere else, but I think it's best that he's the head coach for the Brooklyn Nets. And to answer your question directly, the difference is the experience. He's been an assistant coach and a head coach prior, before getting this look for the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, breezy. But so has fucking 20, 50 other guys out there. So has Sam Cassell. So has Phil Hardy. I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm not denying that he hasn't paid his dues. I'm not denying that he didn't come from a winning tree of basketball in San Antonio. That's why he has a strong relationship with Marks from the San Antonio days. I'm not denying that he has a long tenure here. But I mean, we're saying that just because he lasted in the organization means he should get a coaching job. No, he lasted in the organization because he's cool with Marks. So,
well, did you hear Mark's quote on how he explained what Jacques Vaughn means to the organization? Did you see that?
Nah, but he's supposed to say that. My thing is, Jacques Vaughn should have been hired after Kenny got fired, if that's the case.
No, I think this is we cleaning up our mess to an extent, because we definitely, you could definitely, as fans, we criticize a lot of what Sean Marks, the people the clientele, the personnel, better say.
Yeah, but I think
that he let go. And we were right about that. And the only personnel that we really wanted to keep, well, not the only personnel, but one of the personnels was Jacques Vaughn. Like, we wanted to keep Kenny Atkinson.
Right.
We wanted to keep Ime. You know, could you imagine a coaching team with Ime, Kenny Atkinson, and Jacques Vaughn?
I just think that Marks is basing hires off who's he's friends with, instead of basing hires off of who's the best candidate. Now, again, I'm not knocking Jacques. I know he's paid his dues. I don't even knock him when people say, oh my God, when he was a head coach of the Atlanta Magic, his record was terrible, but not knowing that he had a fucking terrible team. You could have put Phil Jackson on that fucking team to coach those guys, and they still would have been underwhelming. So I get it. I'm not knocking him for his accomplishments, and I'm not knocking him for his underachievements. What I'm saying is, I think it needs to be some new blood in this organization. And Marks continues to hire people that he's friends with and he's comfortable with, instead of going out and just hiring the best candidate available.
Okay,
That's
so talk about it. Get into the best candidate. Get into that. Because
I mean, come on, man. Like, we had, I mean, I get it. Hold on. I'm gonna get into it. So I get it. I kind of understand why the Nets didn't get Ime. Okay, I told this to Coastal earlier. I said it's two reasons why they didn't get him. The first reason is from a financial standpoint. The Nets are still paying Steve Nash, even though he got fired.
Right.
They're still paying Jacques Vaughn. If they go out and get another guy, then that's some more money out of Side's pocket on top of paying Steve Nash. And so it's like, okay, well, how about we just hire Jacques Vaughn, since he's already within the organization, he's already getting paid. They don't have to shell out any more money. Right. Nobody ever thought about it from that perspective.
No,
Joe Tsai is already paying. A Nets fan tried to tell me Joe Tsai was cheap. So now I kind of understand where he's coming from, because he's saying Joe Tsai doesn't want to spend the extra money to get another coach. But I had to correct him. I said, no, Joe Tsai is not cheap. He's paying the second highest fucking fucking salaries in the NBA. He's paying the second highest fucking cap in the NBA.
Right.
You know what I mean? Behind the Lakers. He's not cheap, but when he brought that up, okay, I said it kind of makes sense what he's saying, but that still don't make the man cheap. But that's neither here or there. I think it's because they're trying to save money on hiring a new coach right now, and I think they don't want that bad PR stench from hiring Udoka,
Right.
especially with all this Kyrie shit going on. However, there are still other candidates out there that have done stellar jobs that still ain't get their chance yet. We got Sam Cassell. We got Phil Hardy. We could pick one of those guys that never even got their shot. And if you don't want to go with a new guy anymore like you did with Nash, hey, why not bring in a Quinn Snyder? Why not bring in a Frank Vogel? Like, come on. Like I'm saying, I'm not knocking Vaughn. Hold on, I'm about to finish in 2 minutes. I'm not knocking Vaughn, but however, I don't think he's the right man that's going to lead us to the promised land. He's a decent coach. That's all I'm saying.
Now I hear you. And my thing is the candidates that you mentioned, I think he better fits than those guys. I think he's the better fit for the reasons that I mentioned. And this is the debate part. I think he's the better fit because of him seeing and building relationships based on winning and losing and all the ups and downs and being able to, respond in a way where he understands what it's like to lose with the Brooklyn Nets. We bring somebody else in, they might understand what it is to win and lose somewhere else in the NBA, but not with the Brooklyn Nets. And he understands what it feels like to lose with the Brooklyn Nets. And that's why he's the best fits, because he wants to win. If anybody that would have some type of sentimental value of winning with the Brooklyn Nets, with all of the players and coaches that come and go off of the Brooklyn Nets, it's somebody that's seen all of it unfold in front of their eyes. It's him. He is the best fit. And I'll debate you on that. I'll debate that.
You ever heard that saying, do you know what insanity is?
Doing the same thing over and over
and receiving the same results.
And thinking, okay, but
hold on. My thing is, and I hope I'm wrong, fucking Jacques Vaughn was the top assistant behind Nash. His whole tenure, with Nash's whole tenure here, right?
No, it was D'Antoni.
All right, it was D'Antoni. No, it was Jacques Vaughn, because that was the deal to keep him. They made him the highest top assistant in the league. D'Antoni wasn't the top assistant. He just came here to help Nash.
Yeah, but we all know that D'Antoni is the one that had.
But I'm saying, but from a title standpoint, the title the Nets gave him, and from how the Nets paid him, he was the top assistant, right?
I don't believe so. I believe.
Look it up. You can look it up later. Later on.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, my point is, he's been here with Nash 3 or 4 years, bro. And we've been fucking doing the same bullshit. On top of that, he's been in charge of the defense, and our fucking defense has been fucking horrible the whole tenure he was fucking in charge of it. You understand what I'm saying? So from that aspect, I really don't trust him like that. I've seen glimpses of good things now with him at the helm. I seen what he did when Kenny got fired and he had a nice little run with the bubble Nets and all of that. I seen that. I get it. I'm a Nets fan. I didn't just come here a year ago and start rooting for the team because we got Katie and Kyrie. I've been here through the trenches. So I remember Vaughn. I remember shit like that. I remember him taking Spencer in the bubble Nets into Staples Stadium and beating the Lakers on their home floor where they had LeBron and AD suited up. I remember that. Yeah. My thing is, I also remember, like, you've been here 3 or 4 years with this guy, and our defense has been trash, and that's what you've been in charge of. So what makes you to believe that since you're the head coach right now, that everything is going to fucking change? I just don't. You know what? I like him, but I just don't trust him enough to feel comfortable with us going to the chip and winning the chip. I'm not saying that he won't probably do a decent job, and I pray I'm wrong, Breezy. I pray I'm wrong, but I just don't trust it based off of the history I've seen. And I think he's got hired. He's stuck around because he's cool with Marks. Doesn't make him a bad person. Not saying that he's a bad coach, I'm just saying that, hey, it's other coaches out there that's more proven, that also got the track record, that also went through the ups and downs and the bumps and bruises and went through the system. And they are also proven in the league. There's also coaches that went through those bumps and bruises and went through the pipeline and still waiting for their fucking chance to show what they got. Phil Handy, Sam Cassell,
Yeah.
Keith.
But then you gotta realize some of these guys, they happy with their situation. Phil Handy, he's there with LeBron in LA because of LeBron in Cleveland in the relationship.
Bro, Phil Handy wants to coach. Even players that fuck with Phil Handy been advocating for him to get a head coaching job, bro. Dame Lillard, etc. Everybody says he should have been a head coach by now.
No, I'm not saying he's not qualified as a Jacque Vaughn. I'm saying he's not a better fit than Jacque Vaughn. I think Phil Handy likes that situation he has in LA with LeBron. And I think that if you was to switch him per se, you put Jacque Vaughn with Phil Handy and Phil Handy as a head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. I feel like the Brooklyn Nets have a better fit with Jacque Vaughn because of the plethora experience, 7 years assistant experience, 3 seasons worth of head coaching, and he was an interim. They said 2019 to 2020 he was 7-3 when he had to be the coach, and I seen him do a little bit of coaching last season. You know what I mean? When Nash had COVID. Also I seen right now he's 2-2 out of 4 games. And he also had a back-to-back win. I don't remember the last time the Brooklyn Nets with any under.
That's a fact. We're horrible on back-to-backs, but please, you got to tell the substance of it. It was against 2 horrible teams. I'm not really trying to take too much from them, but we got to keep that in mind. We played the Washington Wizards. Hold on, and we played the Charlotte Hornets without LaMelo Ball, Gordon Hayward, and fucking Miles Bridges suspended. So keep that in mind, bro.
Yeah, no, I do. But again, all of my content don't come from just how we play. It come from the post-game interviews, listening to Jacque Vaughn and how he explained how they got the win and what happened and whatnot. And, he's very direct. He's clear. He's transparent. He's not ducking, and I think because he's able to handle the media the way he does, it shows leadership. It shows that he's not when it's fight or flight, he's fight. You know what I mean? He's definitely not backing down, and he seems ready for the moment. He seems like he's embracing the fact. Like I was waiting, like you said, if that was the case, we should have signed him right after they fired Kenny Atkinson. Maybe he feels the same exact way, Joey. Maybe he feels like I should have been hired, but you know what? I stayed down until I came up. And now is my time, and I'm backing him, bro. I believe that he is something special about somebody who wants to prove that they belong. I think he wants to prove that he belongs. To he's supposed to be the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets, and I think that's what gives us the edge.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you're right, but like I said, I mean, I just think that the coaching for this team has been such a dumpster fire since Nash been here that if I'm Marks, I'm not looking for fucking relationships. I'm willing to blow this shit up, and I'm trying to get the best coaching candidate in here because I done dealt with these fucking same clowns sitting next to fucking Nash for 3 or 4 years, and none of y'all been able to help him. None of y'all been able to help him or keep him in line or just tell him, hey, man, maybe we should do this, or hey, Steve, man, this is, I don't know. Maybe they've been trying. Maybe Steve Nash is hard-headed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, shout out to my guy Joey, man. I was listening to you. It sound like you're where you at?
I said, hopefully you're right. I don't want to see the man fail. I hope he does good. I hope I'm wrong. But I've seen it too many times where Sean Marks keeps hiring friends and he keeps hiring people with who is he comfortable with. And you know what? We always end up with a lackluster result. That's why I feel like his ass is on the fucking hot seat. He need to get fucking fired, man.
I feel you. Go ahead, talk your shit.
No, I'm saying I'm tired of these fucking underwhelming goddamn fucking rosters he been putting together year on year. I'm tired of these fucking these fucking bullshit ass fucking coaching rosters he put together. The only coaching roster we had that was solid was the year Udoka and fucking and D'Antoni was there. But besides that, I'm like, what the fuck, man? It's like this guy's finding scraps to put together, like to put out there, man. Like he's got to be held accountable for this shit, bro. But you know what?
I think to add to what you said, I think he didn't want to be held accountable anymore as far as being a successful GM with Nash in the driver's seat as the head coach. So you know they move forward and you know pull the trigger, for lack of better words. Or case in point is Sean Marks didn't want his job to be on the line because of Steve Nash. So they made a move to go forward. And this is a move that they should have been made. There's a lot of patching up the ship that they're doing. And one of them was the head coach situation. The main one, in my opinion, was the head coach situation.
Right.
And I can handle that. And again, you're not alone. You got Unpopular Opinion Sports. He says they need to hit the reset button. JV ain't gonna save this team. I agree with the homie. Let's need new blood in the building. You guys say that, but then I rebuttal y'all suggestions, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just our opinion and our suggestions. I mean, we just gotta wait to see how shit going forward. You might be right, we might be right, but I'm just telling you how I feel as a fan. I've seen this story before, bro. I've seen this story before to where they keep hiring friends, they keep hiring people they comfortable with. That's why fucking Steve Nash got the job with his privileged ass. He didn't put no fucking work in. He wasn't no assistant coach. He wasn't in no fucking film room. He ain't put the grind in. He got the job because of his privilege and because he's fucking friends with Marks.
Right. No, nobody disagreeing with that, but that's why I said there's a difference between said head coaches, you know, and Steve Nash and Jacques Vaughn. And the experience is the difference. And again, Nash never was there with us when we were losing. You know, he just came when we had one of the best rosters we had in the situation before we traded him. Because that was the best roster to compete with Dinwiddie, Caris, Harris, Allen. And Dinwiddie, Caris, Harris, and Allen. Yeah, and Kyrie and KD. That was the best roster. And Nash had that. And I think once Dinwiddie got hurt, Sean Marks said, all right, I don't trust Steve Nash as a coach. We need a third superstar. Because on the low, Dinwiddie was becoming
listen to what you said. He said, you just said he said that Sean Marks said that he doesn't trust Steve Nash as a coach. We need a third superstar. Well, if that's the case, why the fuck you hired a nigga in the first place? He shouldn't have got hired if you don't trust him to be the coach. You fucking hired him based off your fucking relationship with him. And that's why I said when Nash got fired, fucking Mark should have been right out the fucking door with him. I know fuckers on the hot seat, bro. He's wasting Kevin Durant's fucking prime fucking years, bro. It's not so often a player like KD and Kyrie Irving lands in your lap. And he's fucking up year in year with these fucking hires, whether it be the players he brings in or whether it be the coaches. Now I get it. He's had a couple of hits. He hit it out the park with O'Neal. He hit it out the park with Yuta. But I can't find that one person who he really fucking hit it out the park with last year. I mean, we were forced to take Curry and Drummond and them off the trade and what's the name? I'm talking about as far as, I mean, you got Blake Griffin. You had what's the other old nigga that went to the Sixers and didn't get no playing time? The power forward.
Harris?
Huh? No, the power forward. He went to the Sixers. He went with James Harden. He was traded with James Harden.
Oh, he's talking about Millsap.
Yeah, Millsap. Like all these dudes he getting freaking. I don't know. Patty is okay, but Patty's still kind of washed. I mean, I just don't understand. Like I said, I like Sean Marks. He gave us a good rebuild, but doing a rebuild and putting a championship contender team on the floor is two different things. And right now, his championship contending build is kind of suspect to me, bro. It's suspect to me. It was suspect when he hired fucking Nash. It
No,
was
I
suspect
mean,
when he went and James Harden up. It was suspect with some of the fucking signings he's done. So I mean, he's got to be right there along with Nash on that fucking hot seat, and he should have got fired with him because it is no
no,
way that this even with the fuck ups that he put on his team, it is no way they should be underperforming and underachieving the way they do. Half of the problem is he's not putting the right pieces around the stars, and the other half is he's not put a coach in place that has a system to make the stars better on the floor and elevate everybody else around them.
nah, I disagree with that because I feel like with the Nash era, he burnt out his veterans, and that was his doing. And also, I
Yeah,
disagree
but
with
who
it because
hired him, Breezy?
hold on. Oh no, I
All right,
feel
hold on.
you. And also, Sean Marks showed that he can be a good GM before Nash became the head coach. So he has a leg to stand on when it comes to, what have you done? And again, I think that's why they made the move to go away from Nash and go with Jacques Vaughn, because the experience of knowing, yo, this is what I was doing before Steve Nash came the head coach. Maybe he's the problem. And like I said, it was the elephant in the room for a long time because Marks was protecting Steve. But now that that's not happening, where he's like, all right, my job is on the line because of Steve. It's either me and him or just him. And we go and we see that the Brooklyn Nets start 2-6 after 8 games. Sean Marks is not wrong for saying, nah, I'm not gonna ride this out with you. You know what I'm saying? I think the Brooklyn Nets made the right decision. And when you talk about, like you said, other coaches that have the same qualifications or just as qualified as Jacques Vaughn, I still feel like JV deserves the edge because he's seen the ups and downs and peaks and valleys with the Brooklyn Nets. And who could say that besides Jacques Vaughn? Who's seen more of how things unfold on the Brooklyn Nets besides Jacques Vaughn and maybe Joe Tsai? You know what I'm saying? Like, they the ones you want him in charge because he has a connection. It's a lack of better words, a sentimental value. It's a sentimental value. Like, yo, this means more to me. Like, me winning here means more than me winning anywhere else. Even if he became a head coach somewhere else where he didn't get the look here and went somewhere else. And I think, again, that's another mistake that we made, not giving Ime a look. We didn't want to let someone that was a part of the personnel go and they become successful somewhere else. It's so many different examples of the personnel's coaching players that left and they became successful. We were right for going in the direction of Jacques Vaughn, and Jacques Vaughn, I think he's grateful. I think we have a 7-3 in the next 10 games. We 7-3. I feel that way for real. So that means
we gonna see. And it's like only time will tell. Only time will tell, man. Hopefully Kyrie is back on the floor. My thing is, with a lot of fans, I'm on Twitter and I'm seeing a lot of fans bashing Joe Tsai for some of the shit that he's done and how he's handled certain situations, how he's handled the Kyrie situation, how he's handled this coaching signing. And I just think, like, bruh, like, you let the media and you let Adam Silver and everybody else tell you who to hire for your team, bro. Like, come on, man. Everybody know that they don't fuck with us and they want to see this team fail. Of course they don't want us to get Udoka. They don't give a fuck about what he did. They just don't want the Nets to get him. You know what I mean? Because they don't want us to be good, bro. So my thing is, how are you a billionaire and you let everybody get in your ear and knock you off your square to not get Udoka, bro? Come on now. I mean, we could talk about, well, PR this and PR that. The Boston head coach, he got motherfucking actual charges for hitting his fucking wife and all types of other shit. Like, Udoka shit is exaggerated. Like, I get it. What he did was unprofessional. But he broke no laws. He didn't sexually assault anybody. He didn't rape anybody. You know what I mean? So you let this fucking Me Too movement and everybody else that don't fucking matter to the Brooklyn Nets persuade you not to fucking bring in the best candidate. When you got motherfuckers out there that's coaching that did way worse, that got actually fucking rap sheets.
Yeah, no, again, yeah, no, I hear you, bro. I hear you. To be honest, my thing is, far as you talking about Kyrie Irving, right?
No, I was talking about the head coaching thing with Udoka, how he let everybody get in his ear.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah, well, he let everybody get in his ear and persuade him not to sign the man.
No, all right. So yeah, that's what I want to say. See, my thing with Ime Udoka is it's just more media distractions that's going to affect the team and maybe the locker room. And I don't think we need that. Excuse me. And when you see Jacque Vaughn, he's straight basketball. He's direct with the media.
I get that, Breezy. But who gives a fuck at this point? We the Nets, bro. We got Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, who they hate because he's a pro-black brother that marches to the beat of his own drum. They hate Kevin Durant because he doesn't fucking play nice with the media. He tells it how it is. They don't like Ben Simmons because he sat out. I mean, they don't like the Brooklyn Nets because they don't want the Brooklyn Nets to really take Sean away from the Knicks. Mm-hmm. Who gives a fuck? We're about the same people that want to see us fail. We're worrying about their fucking opinion. Who cares? Bring them in. Fuck them. They don't matter.
All right, so you saying
what I'm saying? Only thing that matters is winning. Hold on, and I'm gonna let you say this. I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna let you speak. Only thing that matters is winning and how and what's going on in that locker room. Period. Everything about what the media might say and this movement might say and the commissioner might say and that person might. Who gives a fuck? Only thing matters is what's going on in that locker room and how those guys feel about themselves and they fucking coach. But go ahead.
Okay. To add to that, I feel like JV is definitely better for the locker room than Ime Udoka. For one. And that being said, Ime Udoka could come to the team with an arrogance. Like, if I don't make it, it's because of the talent, not because of my coaching, because of what I did last season. That's two reasons why JV is the better suited head coach for the Brooklyn Nets over Ime Udoka. We don't know what kind of energy he may coming in with, and he coming in with media distractions. Jacque Vaughn, zero media distractions, and this is exactly what the Brooklyn Nets need for us to go forward to focus on basketball because winning cures all. When we start winning again, it ain't gonna be all of this yickety yak about this and that with Ime, and the whole thing with Kyrie is a whole different situation. But Ime and Kyrie is not in the same situation.
Yeah, but everything you're saying, Breezy, is what you think might happen. It's not necessarily going to mean it's going to happen.
No, all right. So saying? Right, but
that's
okay,
just your opinion of what you think is going to happen. You feel me? Right, but I'm going off off what already happened and what I've seen from these two guys. I seen Udoka take a team in his first year to the finals. That is a fucking fact. I seen this motherfucker turn Boston around and made them the best defense in the league. That is a fact. You cannot take away from that. Now, if you look at Udoka's short period of head coaching and you look at Jacque Vaughn's period, even with Udoka's short period of head coaching, it still trumps Vaughn's. So I can't sit there and say, oh, well, maybe Udoka's going to come in and maybe he's going to be arrogant and maybe he's going to be this and maybe he's going to be that. I can only go off of the facts and what I've seen so far. Maybe, maybe not. That doesn't mean it's true. On top of that, Udoka is the pick for KD. Marks, from what I've read, Marks and KD wanted Udoka. It's about fucking Sai not wanting to do it. And I think it has to do with money. And more importantly, I think it's about how he's going to be perceived if he picks Udoka up. So he was pressured by other people in the NBA, pressured by people in the media, what to do with his fucking team. The same fucking people that don't like this team that want to see us fail. They say, oh, we should do this and we should do that. Then after we do it, they laugh at us about it. The same motherfuckers like, trade Kyrie, you guys got to trade Kyrie. And then as soon as the Nets trade him, and Kyrie start balling out somewhere, I can't believe the stupid ass Nets traded Kyrie. They're so fucking dumb. You letting motherfuckers, hold on, you letting motherfuckers like that. That's not, don't even care about the team. That's not even the faithful Brooklyn Nets fans. Dictate and care about what you do.
I hear you, man. I hear you. You talking your shit, man. Go ahead.
These are the same people that want to see us fail. They don't want to see us do good, bro.
Yo, what up, lad?
They don't want to see.
That was good,
they don't
bro.
want. Yeah, so my thing is, who gives a fuck? I don't like the way he handled the Udoka shit. I don't, because he just trying to save face. And I damn sure don't like the way he handled Kyrie with putting that shit on Twitter. Handle that shit behind closed doors, bro. And then you want to fucking give Kyrie some school project shit to do. Like he's some fucking kid that's going to stay after school and fucking write on the chalkboard 500 times and then, or write an essay and turn it in. Man, fuck you. That nigga's a man.
Yo, the chat said you talking that shit, man. You getting a lot of compliments in the chat, man.
Nah, because it's real shit, bro. I appreciate y'all. I'm just fed up with the shit, bro. Like, I'm fed up with it. Because nobody says any, and I'm not trying to get on the pro-black shit, but I'm going to take it there for a minute. Nobody says anything when people go out and they disrespect any other culture. They got all different races, creeds, religions looking crazy on TV and these documentaries and in these movies, and then nobody blinks an eye. Somebody might say something, niggas apologize and move on, especially when it pertains to black people. When it pertains to Jewish people, oh, you got to meet with them and sit down with them and prove to them that you're worthy of still playing in the league and you're worthy of their forgiveness. Fuck them people. Fuck them. That's Kyrie's truth. What makes your truth have more merit than his? Then you want to try to spin it with fucking anti-Semitic bullshit because the man's truth doesn't align with your fucking falsehoods. That's what it's really about. It ain't about no anti-Semitic shit. I watched 3 hours and 18 minutes of this shit. The whole motive behind the fucking film was to bring awareness and to have a compelling argument that the original Hebrew Israelites, the original Jews, were people of color. That's why they really fucking mad. It ain't got nothing to do with no motherfucking Hitler quote, because it's Hitler quotes all over the fucking internet and all over these fucking documentaries, including fucking Jewish documentaries. But when the narrative doesn't fit their narrative, it's anti-Semitic. No, a motherfucker questioning history and having a mind of his own is not anti-Semitic. Me saying I hate Jews is anti-Semitic. Me saying that all Jews should be extinguished is anti-Semitic. Me saying that you know what I mean, like go out there and punch a Jew in the face and this, that, and the third and pushing a hateful agenda is anti-Semitic. Me saying, hey, I think your history is kind of flawed and I believe this is what happened, is not fucking anti-Semitic. I don't have to agree with your history. I don't have to agree with your fucking history. That's what you and you know, that's what they fail to realize. You know what I mean? Your truth, bro, because it's all about a power. It's all about a power thing. Right, buck breaking. They want to fucking bring Kyrie to the forefront for getting out of line in front of the masses, and they want to try to humiliate him. And Joe Tsai condone that shit because he's a sucker and he's scared of the fucking Jewish community. Breezy, you from New York, right?
Yeah.
I'm born and raised in New York. I live in Virginia now. I was born and raised in New York my whole fucking life. Who runs New York City?
Yo, listen, what I will say is this, right?
No, just answer the question.
Bro, I'm being careful with my words. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Don't answer it. I'm gonna answer it. The Jewish people own New York City. They own all the fucking architecture. They own everything that's prominent in New York City. And that is the truth. Does that mean I'm anti-Semitic because it's the truth? It's the truth.
Well, what I will say is there's a lot of being said around what Kyrie said, and I never want to get what Kyrie said lost in the sauce. One of the things that he said was, I'm from a melting pot. And me being from Bed-Stuy, being from a neighborhood that's close to Williamsburg, where where that community is strong, you get to see people firsthand and not from television. And
Understand.
when you have in my opinion, when you have a perspective on a ground level like that, opposed to watching it from television and thinking about it from a world politic view, you can see that sometimes there's a gray area, and you can see perspectives from both sides. And the way I'm saying it is not looking at it from a political standpoint, because you get to live around these people and see these people. And I think that's what Kyrie Irving said that got lost in the sauce. He's saying, yo, I'm not what y'all claiming to be. I'm denouncing that. I'm not that, and I have no hatred towards people. So once you get and that's where I start his narrative. He's saying he not that. He made a mistake in far as articulating what the production mean and what he wanted people to take from it. The media tried to create the narrative on why he posted it. And I think that's what I'm trying to say. Don't get lost in what the media is trying to say his narrative is. Listen to his specific words, and you could kind of see what it is that he's saying. And he showed this throughout history. He's always been for the people. You see him be a philanthropist. And again, I think that I'm not saying, I would never say that he was wrong, or I never said I sided with the Brooklyn Nets. In my opinion, for the stuff that they're asking him to do, for Adam Silver to have a meeting with Kyrie and say they're going to go forward about him playing with the Brooklyn Nets, it shows that far as power and choices are concerned, Kyrie is not, he's shaking up the scene intentionally because he wants to bring awareness. That's my opinion. The way that he felt like the media handled him in this situation, in my opinion, he knew he wasn't naive to the situation, but I think he just wants to bring awareness. He cares that much. And what I'm saying is, with him, without him doing this, he still is a person that cares that much because of the philanthropist work that he put in prior. And far as what they did to make him come back, you never know. Kyrie may make the best out of this situation. Maybe he wants to have these conversations with these people to say, yo, this is my truth. This is what I'm standing on. Maybe they work something out with him where he, just doesn't talk about politics or religion when it comes down to media day, and they keep it basketball. I think Kyrie did this to create change, and I think the response of the Brooklyn Nets shows that they are taking him serious, whether they make the change or not. Based on the reaction of the Brooklyn Nets, they take him serious when they see, what his action was. I don't know if he even want to play with the Brooklyn Nets after he goes and does this. I don't know if he completes the list. I don't know what happens. But based on the meeting yesterday with Adam Silver, it looked like he's going to complete the list. I feel like it's an extensive list, but I feel like it's part of what Kyrie want. Maybe him meeting with these people and doing these things create the changes that Kyrie want. And I think people are not looking at it from that perspective as well. That Kyrie understands that this is going to come, and he's, willing to go forward so that he can create change. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. We still, still trying to figure this thing out, man. But shout out to my guy Joey BK, man. That was an interesting conversation. And again, my thing with Kyrie was I had a bone to pick with him without this whole situation because we were 2-6 with him on the roster. But I won't get into that now because he's not even going to play tonight. But that being said, I feel like when he does come back, I think the shot selection got to change, and they got to add Cam Thomas in the rotation for him to be a bigger part of the offense, instead of having Kyrie take the attempts that Cam Thomas would take if he was on the floor playing basketball. So, again, when they talk about 5 games, that sounds like 2 weeks. Excuse me. I don't expect Kyrie to be back in into like 2 weeks from now. You know what I mean? The next game we got 4 games by next Tuesday. So the fifth game will be next week sometime, and then he will probably come back the end of next week, whenever that is. Um, so that being said, you know, in those 5 games, we looking to win those games without Kyrie Irving playing. I think it's been one so far or two. I don't know from what game we started counting, but I don't know how long those tasks are supposed to take. And does he do it in that span of time before 5 games pass and he come back on the 6th game? We'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. But yeah, there's always gonna be things. There's always gonna be things that the NBA, and again, the NBA platform is a big vehicle for people from all over the world to work together as a team, and that's vital. That's very important. Because that's along the lines of what Kyrie want. Kyrie, he talks about being transparent and wanting understanding. And I think some of those barriers that he wants to get past and get through, and and even and break through, he does it by understanding that to be understood, you definitely have to articulate yourself where you control your narrative and media can't take your words and you know what I mean, play with them. But yeah, man, shout out to Joey, man. He was fuming, man. And listen, he made a lot of valid points. Shout out to Unpopular Opinion Sports. He in the building. He I was on the show with him last night, Heart of the City. Know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy. There you go, right there, man. Shout out to Unpopular Opinion Sports. We had a great stream last night. Talk to me, man. What's up?
What's good, bro? How you, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, clearly I can hear you.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Great show, man, last night, man. Appreciate you pulling up, man, as always.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Jock Vaughn, man, the thing with Jock Vaughn is I get it. They don't want the drama with the Ime situation. So I agree with you there, but also agree with the homie, man. And
There you go,
too
right
much,
there. There you go.
too much of this stuff is media driven, man. It's you gotta pay attention to the media. The media more than any other, I feel like any other city, the media pretty much runs the New York sports teams. Like, and the reason I say that is because a lot of what these owners do is dictated by what your man just said, media backlash. So they were scared of the media backlash, which is why they settled on Jock Vaughn. They settled. That's what they did, man, and that just to me further solidifies my point I was trying to make last night. And this team is just not built the right way,
But I
man.
still disagree with that because when you say settled, then I ask you what's the competition? Who's the competition for head coach that would be a better fit for the
Well, I
Brooklyn
thought
Nets?
it was Ime. I thought it was Ime. You know what I'm saying? You talked about Brian Keefe earlier in the season. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Before the season started. You
he's
know what I'm
still on the
saying?
roster.
I seen people mention Sam Cassell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And some other guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not too privy to what coaches are available, but I'm sure there's coaches out. I mean, just look at Mark Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So there's coaches out there, man. That's more qualified. I
yeah,
feel
but
like and you want some new
everybody
blood,
know Mark Jackson. Everybody knows that
right?
Mark
I'm just throwing a
Jackson.
name out there. I
Yeah,
know he's pretty much you know what I'm saying blackballed from the league right now as far as coaching, but yeah, man, that just like I said, man, it just furthers my position on this team, and I just don't see this team being ready to compete at that level, man. And we talking about championship level. You know what I'm saying? So I
You can't
mean,
even beat good teams.
right. That's the point. You know, we talking about Jock Vaughn getting hired on a 2-2 record. You beat Charlotte and the Wizards. Like,
But that was who was. And but what
I
about the
get it.
back to
That's who
back?
was on the schedule. I get it, man. I get it. That's what's on the schedule. But you had a chance to get a signature win in Dallas, and you blew it. You blew it. So
No, I think he did his job as a coach. I don't think he blew it. Listen, when teams compete, we didn't go out there and get ran out the gym. We really went out
nah,
there
but
and played.
that's not the point. You are
No,
the
but you
Brooklyn
said
Nets.
he blew it. Like he didn't play, like we didn't play them tough.
Well, the
The
team
game
blew
went
it.
down
I
to the
mean, yeah.
wire.
I mean, I'm not saying it's all his fault. Nah, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying though, you're the coach, and we base coaching. Coaches don't have no stats. Only stat is their record. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing you can base a coach off of is his coaching record. And Jock Vaughn doesn't have a good coaching record.
Now he's 2-2.
2-2 this season, yeah.
Yeah.
But like we said, who did you beat?
But okay, that being said, he beat who he played and who we lost to. We lost to what, Dallas, which is a good team. And my thing is
The Bulls. I think we lost to the Bulls, right?
Bulls,
right,
yeah.
right, and which was a close game too. But what I will say is I've seen, the upgrade from JV to Nash. I've seen the difference. We
I
got
can
better.
agree with that.
Breezy.
I can agree with that, but
Breezy.
that's a low bar to clear, man. Nash was
Exactly.
trash.
Right, but that being said, when you say a low bar to clear, okay, well, 2-6. We out of 8 games, we were 2-6. Out of 8 games, I don't think we're 2-6 with Jock Vaughn. That means we would have to lose for the next 6 games. We lose. We lose the next 4 games.
So Breezy, can I ask you a question, bro?
I think we win the next 3.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you more like, I want to say, you more geared to approving this head coaching signing because JV is better than Nash, or because you think he's actually going to be the coach that's going to take us to the championship? Because everything you're saying is just saying, well, he's better than Nash. I mean, that's a low benchmark, bro. That's
No,
a low standard to set.
I'm saying that he deserves it, and he's seen the ups and downs and peaks and valleys with the Brooklyn Nets. He's the last man standing, the last one to, you know what I mean? And again, as far as anybody that deserves to be the head coach, is somebody that's seen all of these things transpire and still stuck around. He could have took probably a head coaching job or assistant coaching job somewhere else, and because of his loyalty is reason why I believe
Breezy. He stayed here. Stop. He stayed here because they made him the top paid assistant. That was their way of like, hey, Jacques, we know you probably should be the head coach, but Steve, that's my friend, and I'm gonna give him the job. So we'll just smooth it over with you and not give you the job, but we'll make you the top paid assistant in the league. And Jacques is going to take that. Of course, he's going to take that. Like, hell, you're paying me fucking premium money just to sit on the bench and not have to take the heat? Hell yeah. That's why he stayed. He stayed because of the familiarity, whatever. I fucked that word up. And the money. That's why he stayed. Somebody put in the chat about Mark Jackson and Ema. Both of those guys are blackballed. Mark Jackson is blackballed because of, I guess, he be preaching religion and shit. And Ema is blackballed because of his Boston fiasco. So I love Mark Jackson too. He's a New York guy, point guard that grew up in Queens. We know the history. We know he's a good guy, but based off of his past, he's blackballed, bro. They're not gonna. He'll never coach again.
Yeah. I'm not me again. Like I said, I still feel confident. I see a connection between JV and CT. I see him giving him that opportunity, giving him that look. And I think that he could build his head coaching career around CT. And I think in the same way.
Can I say something?
Hold on. The same way. Okay. Hold on. It's the same way a Tibbs in the Rose. The same way Mark Jackson and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. The same way they build their careers around them is the same way that JV Jacques Vaughn could build his career around Cam Thomas. That's how I feel, and for good reason. You know what I mean? He got valuable minutes, and I want to hear what Joey BK gonna say. Or BK.
Yeah. I wanted to say before I got off, because last time my phone had died. Hey man, I'm not a racist person. I'm not anti-Semitic. I just support Kyrie, and I don't like how they twist the narratives to go at that man, because everybody knows Kyrie is not a hateful person.
Right.
And you know what I mean? He's an all-inclusive type of person. He's about peace. And it just kind of pissed me off how they just paint this man as a fucking animal. Now, I also don't like the fact that fans are trying to build this false narrative that we're better without Kyrie because we beat the fucking Washington Wizards and the fucking Hornets without LaMelo Ball, Hayward, and fucking and some other guys. Like, we beat a hobbled fucking Hornets team and the Washington Wizards, bro. And his fans out here talking about, oh, we're best here. I told you we're better without Kyrie. Just stop it. We're not better without Kyrie.
Kyrie got to play his role, though.
talent.
Kyrie can't be jacking up all those shots thinking that he a hero.
Hold on. I love when fans say that, Breezy. You know why Kyrie and KD's been jacking up these shots for the last 3 or 4 years? Because we don't have a fucking coach that got a system set in place.
That was Nash. That's not JB.
We don't have a coach that has a system set in place that's going to make his stars be successful on the court while making the other pieces around them work. You know what fucking Nash game plan was? Every game, give the ball to KD. Give the ball to Kyrie. Get out the way. So what do you expect them to do? What do you expect them to do when they have no coach and no guidance? They're going to go out there and try to win the basketball game the best way they see fit. I'm tired of people saying that. This team is ultimately going to be better with a better head coach. Will we probably be better with Jacque Vaughn? Yeah. Will we probably be champion contenders? I don't know about that. I still got a question mark behind it. But go ahead. I'm done.
You want to speak on that unpopular opinion?
Yeah. Nah, just piggyback off what the brother saying is I agree, man. You know, this team was counting on Kyrie and Ben Simmons at the beginning of the season. So right. you can't say that like them two not being on the court is helping the Brooklyn Nets, despite what people may say. Now, you know, as far as Jacque Vaughn is concerned, Jacque Vaughn will be better than Steve Nash. I totally agree, man. But again, we came into this season as Nets fans, at least myself, expecting this team to compete for a championship. And there, to me, in my opinion, given everything that's going on and given the talent that's on the court, they're not there. Will they get there? I don't know. We'll see. Still a long season. But in my unpopular opinion, this team ain't ready, man. And I don't see this team going anywhere, man, despite having Jacque Vaughn and naming him as the coach. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Jacque Vaughn. I have no ill will towards Jacque Vaughn or whatever, but to me, he's probably more or less a mediocre coach. You know what I'm saying? And if you got Kyrie and KD and all these big personalities on the team, I feel like you need a coach that can check that shit, man, when necessary, man. You know
like who? Jacque Vaughn is that guy.
Is he that guy? I don't know.
Yes. I'm saying that he's based on the
incomplete right now.
Based on what I've heard, he garners respect from the players. They respect his handle. And again, I think that's because of the tenor that he has with the Nets. And he's been around to see the ups and downs. And you got to respect the guy that, you know, shows loyalty, you know, like, again.
And here's another thing, though. What system is Jacque Vaughn running? Has he got his own system, his own play, or is he doing the same shit that he learned from Steve Nash? That's another question you got to ask yourself. Is it the same or is it different? Is he running the same plays, the same system as Nash, or did he scrap that whole playbook and start a whole new playbook?
I don't know. To keep it real with you, my thing from what I've seen, he runs a better defense immediately. That's the immediate effect that I've seen.
I can agree with that.
Is that I've seen better defense, and that defense created offense because we're not trying to outscore everybody. We're trying to get stops because we got somebody that can score on anybody in the Kevin Durant. So I seen more emphasis on that more than I can say I seen him implement this super duper offense. But he did add Cam Thomas to the roster, and Cam Thomas had 17, 19, and 21. I think he averages 20 plus, and I think he did limit minutes to Patty, which was good. Gave Ed Sumner more minutes with added defense. He's doing the right thing with the rotation. So I seen him add defense and get better with the rotation. It won't necessarily say as of yet that he's added to the offense, but you know, it's 4 games. I think they can work some out because that's not his main his main what he does anyway. That's not his bag. His bag, that's Igor bag. Igor is there as the assistant coach to help with the offense. But yeah, go ahead, chat. I'm gonna go get my charger to my laptop.
Oh yeah, nah, you good. But yeah, that's how I feel, man. I feel like that this team is still, you know what I'm saying, still trying to figure it out. Now, what I do want to see is what the rotation is going to be when Kyrie gets back on the court. You know, since now I guess he's going to be coming back after 5 games. I guess that's what they're saying now. So if Kyrie is coming back, I want to see with this team what kind of rotation Jacque Vaughn is going to put together with Kyrie back and Ben Simmons if he ever gets healthy, which I personally I don't expect much out of Ben Simmons, but I want to see the rotation when all these guys are back and they on the court. That's what I want to see from Jacque Vaughn. I want to see how this team plays when they have a full cast of characters, because really we can't judge him right now because Kyrie's out, Simmons is hurt, you got a couple other guys banged up, hurt, and you know he's only had a certain amount of games to play to get this team, you know what I'm saying, turned around, so to speak. So I'm still skeptical of the whole situation, but I mean, I'm not mad at Jacque Vaughn or the Nets for going that route. I just thought they kind of played it safe, like the bro was saying earlier, and because they were scared of the media backlash if they hired Ime. So that's all I would say. You know what I'm saying? Just to tie that up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you, but like you said, going forward, look, you got total points right here. KD is number 1 with 341. And next time we look at this list, it might change because Cam Thomas is going to take some of that scoring load, and if Kyrie Irving does come back, he's going to take some of that scoring load. And this is to all of the fans that were watching, saying that he's going to be on his decline. He's been averaging 25 plus per game.
Bro.
He's number 1 in the whole league right now.
Can I say something, Breezy?
Yeah.
Listen, we know Cam is your guy, man. Nobody's denying his talent. I think Cam is going to be there. He's held it down. He's a consistent bucket. Everybody knows that. My thing is not with Cam. It's about fucking Ben Simmons scoring more than fucking 2 points.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, no. Again, did y'all hear my take on Ben Simmons? Yo, shout out to Barry. What up, Barry?
It was good.
What up? I was saying about Ben Simmons is that Cam Thomas, DJ, and Seth Curry, and especially Seth Curry, because he played basketball with Ben Simmons already as a professional, they can break the defense down and find Benny. Let's call him Ben 10, right? We can find Ben 10 in the dunker's pocket, and that's where he's useful. Ben Simmons can still dunk the ball, and he could kind of do what Nick Claxton do, maybe not to the level, because really Nick Claxton is playing better than Ben Simmons right now. But he could stay in that dunker's pocket, get offensive rebounds or help crash the boards. So, you know, and yeah, he could be useful there because those 3 players that I mentioned can break the defense down. I really feel like the defense has to respect Cam Thomas when he has the ball, and they have to respect his jumper, his mid-range, so Ben Simmons could free up. They have to respect DDJ because I seen him get to the basket and he'll knock down a 3 if you keep leaving him open. And Seth Curry, you know, because you gotta respect his pump fake. You have to. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but bro, Seth Curry, and Joe Harris and Ben been playing like shit.
No,
They
Joe
need to
Harris had
upgrade.
a good game last game. Joe Harris played well. Joe Harris played well.
Okay, what I'm saying is we need him to be more consistent, bro. He
True.
played like shit majority of the season. He's not hitting his open shots when he needs to. That's what he gets paid for.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
I mean, and then I'm not gonna harp on Curry too hard because Curry always been solid. I don't know if it's because he's coming back from the injury, but Curry been playing like crap too.
Yeah, I think he wasn't playing a fully like healthy.
And
Yeah,
my
I wouldn't
biggest
hold Curry, but yeah, I agree with you.
And my biggest thing, and I get it, Ben Simmons, he's coming back from the back injury and all of that. I understand that, but bro, you 250 some pounds, 6'11". There's no way in hell you should be scoring 2 points a game. I'm sorry, we lost by 2 points. If you scored at least 6 points, we win that game.
Nah, no doubt. I feel you. I think he should be more effective and impactful, but
And my
you know,
thing is too, another thing is Ben Simmons in a few games this year has had more fouls than points.
right.
Why is he fouling so much? He's always in foul trouble.
I mean, it's a shame that KD is putting up these monster numbers, but yet we still have the fucking record we do. It speaks volumes.
It do. And again, contribute 8 of those, that 8, 2-6 record to Nash. And after that, you could put it on Vaughn. So what happened? That means what? 2-2. He's 2-2. So you could put that's his record. You know what I mean? His record's 2-2. So he got a better record than Nash so far. And I don't feel like after, and I'm gonna look at him after every 8 games, just because Nash in 8 games was 2-6. I think Jacque Vaughn is gonna be more than 2-6. That means we won't win again until I think we do win again. I think we win tonight. I think we go on a win streak. You know what I'm saying? The Brooklyn Nets is a really good team, and I think at the end of it, a lot of the criticism that we get in is because we haven't been showing up in the win column, and some of that shit I respect, and some of the stuff that I say is because I'm a big fan and I'm being optimistic. But yeah, I do have to believe in my team. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's how I look at it. But I do take what y'all say in consideration, especially when it comes to Ime. I just debated because we seen Ime go into the Celtics and coach with no distractions. It was just about winning basketball games. But now we don't know how he's going to respond to all of this media. Maybe we could easily say, oh, yeah, he's just going to come here and do the same thing he did for the Celtics. It's easy to say that. But if it was the same situation, you know what I'm saying? But it's not. And he left. So, I don't think he has the same sentimental value that a Jacque Vaughn had. He felt like the Nets, you know what I'm saying? They chose Nash over him. And that's why he left too. Like, it's like, all right, now y'all want me that. Now that y'all fired Nash, y'all want me now. Because y'all seen what I did. I think he comes here with a certain arrogance that we don't need. You know what I
I don't
mean?
think that, based off of what he's going through, I think he would bow down and kiss Sean Marks' feet for hiring him, bro. Because based off of what he's going through, he probably would have never see another coaching job again. And for a team to take a chance on him after what he just transpired says a lot. So I think if he was to come here, he would really take this opportunity and be grateful for it and do good. I don't believe he comes in with arrogance. I don't believe that take.
Okay. Now that's fair. That's fair. But the thing is, for one reason or another, whether you're right or not, Joe Tsai decided to push back. And I just feel like I think Jacque Vaughn deserved the head coaching position for the Brooklyn Nets specific. Not saying he a better head coach than Ime. I'm not saying that. I am saying that he deserves to be the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets over Ime because of his loyalty to the Brooklyn Nets. And he's seen a lot. And I think it's fitting for the Brooklyn Nets to hire him. I do. I really do, bro. I'm not saying, again, I reiterate, Ime's is impressive as his rookie head coach season. And Jacque Vaughn been a head coach, and different outcomes. Ime would win that, but things are different now, and I think if Jacque Vaughn is going to get an opportunity, it's now. And if the Nets were going to go in the right direction, it is choosing Jacques Vaughn over Ime for said reasons.
I disagree.
Go ahead, talk to me.
They should have hired Ime Udoka, bro.
All right, get into that. Get into why.
I mean, he's a better coach. He went to the finals last year. What the Nets is trying to do right now?
Go to the finals.
Nah. I think they
Go
should
win
trade Giddy, bro,
champions.
to be honest. I know you don't want to hear that, but I think it's time to trade Giddy, bro. I'm telling you.
Trade
not
him
saying
where? Okay, trade him. Trade him
What
where
did I
for
say?
who?
Exactly.
No, listen, trade him
Exactly.
where
No,
for
it's time
who?
to trade him, bro. I'm not saying that because I'm a KD fan, but he's wasting his time with the Nets right now, bro.
Okay,
There you go.
trade him where for who?
You get a good package, bro. Good picks, something, bro. He's wasting his time on the Nets, bro. He's not winning nothing with the Nets.
Yeah, you need draft picks. That's what you
Yeah, that's
need
what I
more
said.
than anything.
Memphis probably be the best trade for them right now because they got like thousands of draft picks.
I'm listening to you, but the Brooklyn Nets, Joe Tsai and Sean Marks, they already committed to winning now.
No, they're not.
If they would have
If they
committed to
wanted to
winning
win,
now, they would
they would have hired Ime Udoka if they wanted to win, bro.
exactly. If they was
Nah,
They don't
committed,
want it. They don't want to win right now.
worried about what
If that was
everybody
the
else
case,
saying.
listen. If that was the case, they would have kept Steve Nash for all that.
Nah, you being funny.
I'm
Yo,
being serious,
nah, to keep Nash for what?
bro. What do you think Jacques Vaughn's gonna do? Tell me what he's gonna do.
He got the defense playing tough. He got them playing tougher. Showing
Bro,
more.
we played the Wizards and the fucking Hornets.
So
We could beat the Hornets right now. That's how
Okay,
trash
so-
it is.
okay, so again, you asking me why? I'm telling you what I seen different. I seen the substitution different. I seen him rotating the players a little more concurrently, where more players seem like they're getting more minutes when there's, and that's keeping all of the players warm. Like they just got in the game, they don't get players in the game, and now they cold, and you expect them to produce, and they cold. Like there's more ball movement. There's a lot of improvements I've seen coaching wise that he can do to any team.
I get what you're saying, but
Listen, y'all say, right? Y'all say, yeah, we beat these two teams, but we lost to Dallas, but we just lost to Dallas. Y'all don't think that was a winnable game?
yeah, it was a winnable game. Katie should have made those,
Yeah, but you don't get more victories, man. The fact of the matter is you lost and you got swept.
yeah,
You lost
yeah.
twice.
No, but what I'm saying, coaching wise, you don't think Jacques Vaughn did a good thing to keep them in the game, call timeout when necessary?
Oh,
He
yeah,
was in
yeah.
the first game in
Came back-
overtime with Steve Nash. He didn't make
came-
no difference, bro. Look at the
came-
first game they played with the Mavericks. They won. They
Nash-
lost in overtime. Steve
I'm
Nash
not. I
was the
can't
coach.
represent Nash. I can't
So,
represent Nash.
I mean, but your point is kind of silly right now because you saying that Jacques Vaughn is going to be the difference when
Yeah, he's not gonna be
we
no difference.
seen it's when we seen that it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make no difference. You lost to Dallas with Steve Nash and with Jacques Vaughn, which proves you can't beat good teams with
Nah,
the
I
squad you
disagree
got
with
right
that.
now. What team have
that's a
we
fact,
beat that you consider good? I
Bro.
give you Toronto, maybe.
No, ain't no maybe. Toronto's a good team.
Nah, Toronto's a
else?
good team.
They definitely a good team. You know what I'm saying?
else?
So no, that's the only good team we beat.
Exactly.
That's the only good team we beat. But case in point, they on the list. You know what I'm saying? So
One team, and you lost. You got swapped by every other team that was decent.
yeah, for now, and that's
Not a
after 11
championship team.
Yeah, that's 11 games, bro. I can't panic yet, bro. I still feel like we got a chance because I seen the techniques that
Well,
Jacques
Brittany,
Vaughn,
how far you think we could go in the playoffs?
when right now after 4 games seeing him head coach, I'm saying that we gonna be the 6th seed. I said that last night. I said that last night. I think we could
I don't
definitely.
know. I think it's time for Katie to get traded, bro. I'm telling you.
But y'all
I
say
think- I
traded,
think
but I'm saying who, and y'all not giving me draft
The
picks.
Memphis is the best package right now because the Nets don't have no picks, so it's only right.
Y'all see the standings?
Yeah, I see it.
We
Yeah.
in 11th place right now.
11th, right?
Right. 11th place. We in 11th place after 11 games. After
ain't gonna
10,
cut it.
after next 10 games, y'all still see us in 11th place? I don't.
No, but this team's not going nowhere, bro. I'm telling you, Ben Simmons. Trust me, bro. You ain't going nowhere with Ben Simmons.
I think we easily move up to from 10 to from 11 to from 4 through 8 by next 10 games. We go 4 through 8.
I hope they good. They do good, because I don't know.
Yo,
Go
man.
beat the Knicks. Go beat the Clippers.
Oh
Go
yeah,
beat
we
the-
definitely not losing to the Knicks though.
If you do that, then holler at me Tuesday. Maybe I'll have a different outlook on this team. But right now, beat somebody. Beat somebody that's that on your schedule that's worthy, a worthy opponent. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks is 5-5. I'm not gonna call them a worthy opponent because it's the Knicks. But go beat the Clippers and the Lakers in is it in LA?
But why not call him a worthy opponent when we did that? When we did the thing, the pre-cap to the season, you were saying they playoff contenders.
No, okay. Then I give you that. Yeah, you got me on that one. So go beat them.
Yeah, we play them tonight at the Barclays.
beat
That's what. Yeah, exactly.
Go
That's
beat them.
exactly what we plan to do.
So
I'ma have
Kagan
my-
a 50 piece.
Yeah, you think KD gonna score a 50 piece for real?
Yeah, come on, the Knicks, come on.
Everybody shows off on the Knicks. Let's keep it a buck. So yeah, I do think KD will have a big game. Whoever's hot, Cam
And
Thomas,
he's pissed.
Joe
And he's
Joe
pissed. He
Harris.
missed those. And he's
They
pissed. He
gonna
missed those free throws. Yeah, he's coming back for 50 points tonight.
Yeah, man, that's what I like to hear. He already dropped 50 on them last season. That's
Oh
why.
yeah,
Yeah,
they too small over there.
yeah. Nah, I think this is gonna be a good game. Look, I think one of the key matchups tonight is gonna be that Hartenstein Nick Claxton matchup. Because Nick Claxton could come out to the 3-point line and guard Hartenstein.
Oh, yeah. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't scared, man. I feel like we're gonna compete with them. And far as Brunson having all these assists, we got Ed Sumner and Royce O'Neal to guard them.
No,
So-
I want Royce O'Neal to guard him, not Sumner.
Okay. Yeah, so we definitely, you know what I mean, gonna be ready for tonight, man. I'm gonna be there, man.
Oh, you gonna be there?
Going to the game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
what's up. That's what's
I got extra tickets too, man. If people want to go, man.
That shit is too
I
deep.
was I wish I was in town. I'd definitely pull up on you, but I'm all the way in VA.
Yeah, man. This is the first Nets game I ever been to.
Right?
Oh yeah, I've been to one before, man. I'm trying to go to one probably later on in the season though, man. But I'll let you know.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. Let me know, man. I'll have tickets more than likely, you know.
Definitely.
But yeah, man. Y'all appreciate y'all, man. But I see that we gonna have to agree to disagree, man.
Yeah.
And we're gonna revisit this conversation because last
I
time,
hope Kyrie come back though.
yeah, I think he will. He sound like he, you know, for him to have that meeting is why I think he will.
I think he's come back Sunday, I think, against the Lakers.
Would that be the 5th game?
Yeah. No, that's not the 5th game. That's the 6th game.
Okay. Maybe, you know, maybe. But I just want him to be more in the offense cohesively, opposed to feeling like he got to be the hero on the basketball court.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm looking forward to Kyrie. I just don't. It's not that I don't want him to team, and I'm just so anxious to trade him. No, that's not it. I just don't want him to. I mean, he was playing shy of 40 minutes. We don't need him to do that. We don't need him taking. You're the point guard. You don't need to be taking the most threes on the team. You know what I'm saying? We could leave that for Joe Harris or even a Royce O'Neal, but not the point guard. You know what I mean? I think
He's better at scoring than both of them though.
Yeah, but if you got Joe Harris and Royce O'Neal, you know they're gonna do mainly the shooting. You can't keep the defense honest if everybody's just gonna be shooting. We need somebody to break the defense down. somebody to penetrate the paint to make Ben Simmons useful. Kyrie Irving can do that too.
And I
That's
agree.
why he was mad.
That's
Remember
what
that play? He was like, "Shoot it, Ben." Because
right.
he want to be able to get to the paint and find Ben, and easy get an easy score. I get it. And again, I get the credit, the rhetoric and the criticism behind why, you know what I mean, people don't feel like, you know what I mean, we're going to go the distance. Bro, I get it, man, but you gotta expect pushback from me, man. I still believe in this team. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't be doing much of this if Nash was still a head coach. I give you that.
Yeah.
Just out of the strength that I don't believe that Nash could right all of the things that he wronged. You know what I mean? But JV, on the other hand, yeah, I'm confident. Confident because let me ask you this: do y'all think that's a special connection between Cam Thomas and JV? Both of them being round 127th pick.
You could
Do you
say
think
that.
they could build on that? Do you think they could, go like trust? He trusts Cam Thomas, like, yo, maybe he sees something in him that, you know what I mean, he's seeing himself. You know what I mean? I think there's a special connection there.
We'll see.
Could be. I mean, I wouldn't bank on it, but you never know. I do like the fact that he is playing.
He's
Cam
playing
Thomas
everybody
more.
though.
Yeah, I do like that. I do. You know what I'm saying? Like to see the rotation get. You know what I'm saying? Boosted up a little bit, man, because them going with that 9-10 man rotation. I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? You need to get these guys some minutes, man, to see what you got with some of these younger players, man. So I will give Jock Vaughn that. He's got an incomplete grade for me because I just haven't really seen enough to really judge him as a coach, man. But the overall outlook on his team hasn't changed for me, man. I just don't see him going nowhere, to be honest, man. They make a major change, you know what I mean? But that's where I stand. That's my unpopular opinion.
Yeah. Yo, yeah, shout out to Champagne Poppy, man. You can't leave comments like that in the, controversial comments like that in the chat, man. I blocked you for 5 minutes, man. Sorry about that, bro. But it is what it is. But yeah, respectfully. But like we gonna be at it all season, you know what I mean? It's all for the love and the heart of the city, man. We're gonna be at it all season. And again, we got 71 games to go. I'm glad we home.
Yeah.
We beat those teams that y'all mentioned on the road. So credit to that. And now we home, man. Now we home. So let's see it. Let's see it happen. But yo, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I'm gonna pull up a little bit later. I'm definitely doing a recap to tonight's game. And look for me to have some footage inside of the Barclays, man. I gotta take pictures. People going around thinking I didn't go to the game when I actually been there. So I'm gonna take some pictures when I get in there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that, bro. For real, man. And enjoy the game, man. Enjoy yourself, man. Hopefully
Hope you
leave
see
the
a show
stadium
tonight
with
too by
a
KD.
dub. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get a dub tonight, man. We need to get a dub on the
Hey, we're
New
not
York.
losing to no Knicks. Come on now.
Can't lose
Nah,
to them.
I think
That's one thing I don't want to do is lose to the Knicks. I lose to
Right.
any team but the Knicks.
Right, exactly. Like we swept them 2 seasons in a row, but I know they're gonna come to compete. But more than anything, this is a must-win for us because we just took a tough loss. So I think we, that first quarter, look for us to try to come out big.
Yeah, I'll say KD go for at least 18 in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think we're trying to get the lead first quarter, hold the lead, and kind of keep the tempo and pace of the game. And make them have to come back. We don't want to go basket for basket with them, especially without Kyrie Irving in the lineup. We want to be able to stifle them on defense because that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to, stifle us on defense, then get out and run with a Brunson and Obi Toppin, and others.
That's what they
You know what I
like to
mean?
do.
So
They like to get up the court. Yeah.
right. So I understand what we face, and I don't underestimate the opposition.
They got a better team. They're playing better this year.
Yeah, I think they're good. I think they're a good basketball team, but I think they could be beat like any other team. And I think the way we beat them is make Brunson uncomfortable. Let them try to run the offense through Randall. We could beat them like that because Randall, he's an inside outside player and he's dangerous. So for us to beat the Knicks, we definitely gotta take the ball out of Brunson's hands as much as possible and let the offense be orchestrated without him some way or another. You know what I'm saying? He's an awesome point guard, so we gotta do that immediately in the first quarter. We gotta have Ed Sumner on him. That's a tough ask.
Royce O'Neal.
Yeah, Royce O'Neal and Ed Sumner going to be in the backcourt. I think that's our starting lineup. We got Ed Sumner, Royce O'Neal at 3, Joe Harris at 2, KD at 4, and then Claxton at 5. I like our starting lineup. I think we could win that first quarter, and but I think it's going to be close. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be a good game, and I'm
Ben Simmons is starting. I think Ben Simmons is going to start.
I don't think he should start. I think he should
think
get
so
limited
either.
minutes, but he never lost to the Knicks, so.
I don't care. I think he need to come off the bench like they got him coming off the bench now. You know what I'm saying? If he's hurt, like people are saying, let him, you know what I'm saying, come off the bench and work his way back into shape, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Don't need to be starting, being a liability out there, man, which is, you know, not being able to shoot or scared to shoot or whatever this problem is.
Right, absolutely. But yeah, we will see. And, you know, he's somebody that we frustrated with because we feel like 11 games was enough for him to show up. And he got hurt within those 11 games. So, yeah, there's going to be some frustration around Ben Simmons. And I don't necessarily want him to get traded. I just want him to play better. And I think
I want him to go out that door. What you talking about now?
Not what?
Ben Simmons.
No, I'm saying that I don't want him to. I want him to be better more than I want him to get traded.
I don't think you can trade him. That's the thing. I don't know who's going to touch Ben Simmons.
I traded him with those picks. Shit.
Yeah. Who be somebody giving up a first for Simmons? I wouldn't.
Yeah. Nah, we'll see, man. But yo, man, thank y'all for tapping in, man. I'm gonna be back later. Y'all know that.
For sure.
Pull up later for the recap, man. I'm gonna go to the game. I'm gonna come back home, get straight to it.
Yeah, make sure you go live too when you're at the game.
All right, cool. I'm gonna tag you, Barry.
All right, bet.
All right, later on Popular Opinion Sports.
All right, man. Peace, bro. You have a good one.
All right, likewise. Later, y'all. Peace.
I'm going to the game too.